Hello, everyone. I am going to make a very important, detrimental video about our young African American males right now. I know our African American females are getting lost in the soup of misinformation, lies, violence too. But I'm going to make this video geared towards our African American young males. Our boys, they are the key to our survival. Um, because without them, we wouldn't have little boys or little girls. We can't make ourselves pregnant. And they are the key to bringing up young, stable African American boys. So our African American girls can have families and with these African American boys. But first of all, they have to be raised the right way. The family have to be their major defense against all this craziness that's going on out here that can swallow them up. Now, I'm just going to read a little definition of what a father is out of this Webster, the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, 3rd edition. Now, a father, a man who begets or raises or nurtures a child. Now, that scares a lot of men because a lot of men never had that themselves. And for the first time in my life, I had a young African, well, I'm not going to say young, I had an African American male tell me he grew up in a very stable, loving home. And that was music to my ears. You seldom hear that. A male parent of an animal, a male ancestor, a man who creates, originates, or founds something. Okay. Now, I love that meaning right there. To create, to originate, and founds something. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what men are supposed to do for their family. When you have children, you create it, and you are the original. You're supposed to bring that child up the way you were brought up. But sometimes it's not good to do that because the way you were brought up, you want to bring them up a totally different way. And you do that by educating yourself, learning what a good father does and is, and you find other good parents to, see how it operates. Because a home really supposed to operate like a business. And just like a marriage, it's supposed to be an institution that is built on trust, most of all, and respect. Now, love, what love got to do with it? You have to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're going to love others. You're going to love what you're doing. You're going to, you're going to be able to associate that love with others. Now, there is plenty of books out here about raising our black sons. And a lot of us didn't have that information. And we know here, I got a lot of books by uh, Wanza Kajuva. I hope I'm saying his name right. If I'm not, please let me know. I need to go back and make sure I am. Countering the conspiracy to destroy black boys. Now, see, a lot of our parents nowadays are not really taking that into consideration, that it is a conspiracy out here to destroy our sons. And we're going to have to counterattack. We're going to have to raise them very, very different than the way we were raised and the way they want us to raise our kids. Now, in here, just a few of the things is developing responsibility in black boys. Do it look like our black boys and our sons are being responsible? Now, I'm not talking about the ones that are. So, if you have responsible sons, I cheer you on. And then, if you do, are you helping our young ones to raise young, responsible boys? We have to help each other with this fight. Like I always say, to be in the fight, you need 100,000 warriors. Well, not that many, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, the female teachers and the black male culture. You go to any school, what do you see? Mostly white female teachers. You have a few black female teachers, hardly any black African American teachers. Why is that? We're not raising our kids to grow up to be teachers. And they will make fine teachers. That's what our African American male boys need. They need more teachers that look like them. Male seasoning and rites of passage. Now, you know, ever since we were stolen from our land, our cultures and traditions were severed. And we stopped having the rites of passage. They don't still do it because of a lot of reasons. It's not like, like the Jews, they have the mitzvah that when a boy turns 12, they have these rites of passages and stuff. They still do that. Most of them. And that's what our black boys need. They need to know the facts of life. And the rites of passage here, if it wasn't important, our African family in Africa wouldn't have been doing it for thousands of years if it wasn't important. Now it says here, traditional cultures throughout the world have often devised ways of dramatizing and ritualizing the passage into manhood and of transforming that passage into a community event. Because you know how great it is when a boy becomes a man, and that man is going to be really head of the community. He's going to be a man that we can go to, get advice from, and we can trust, and that can lead us out of turmoil, because turmoil comes whether it's from nature or man. And we all have different talents and things, but some people, they have their talent here and they have their talent there. And throughout the use of structured initiative rights, these societies have been able to help and guide the youth through their period of developmental crisis. Now, we all know when you're going through certain ages, you go through, uh, can you imagine what the body is going through? Growing from a baby? That means them hormones is having to connect with other hormones, and bones going to have to stretch to other bones, and tendons have to be able to take the, uh, the whatever it goes through. The body is going through a lot. And the body has to be also in tune with the nerves and the blood cells and the brain cells have to keep it all in tune. But if you're not getting what you need to help that run smoothly, and also we have to be able to understand what's going on in our bodies and our brains. And then we have to be treated delicately. And sometimes when that doesn't happen, we tend to go off the rails. We tend to fight against those hormones and all that other good stuff that's going on in our body. Because when these changes are coming about, and you have people telling you you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna ever be nothing, and then you have people telling you. It depends on what kind of family you raised in. You have people telling you bad stuff. I mean, really, you don't know what to believe. And then you have to start becoming, as far as religious compared, you got to start becoming a Muslim or a Jew or a Christian or Baptist or Catholic. Then you have to start taking that in. And then you start realizing other people are not like that. And then you have people in your church telling you, well, they wrong. So now you have to, it's so much. It's so much. But see, these help them formalize and the transition process. They begin to look at the complex problems of identity. You become, you have an identity problem. Yesterday, you was just a regular boy that loved toys and rocks, and now you are a Christian that loves God and hates the devil, and you have an identity. You turn into somebody else, and this identity formation are translated into concrete and straightforward tasks. Often, the trials of youth must endure are extreme. It toughens you up. It makes you be able to take on opposition. It makes you realize that playing the game, you don't always win. But that doesn't mean you're not a winner. That doesn't mean that you are not worthy. And it's so much that are used. How in the world can a youth of 15 be walking around with a pistol and never been taught how to shoot? Um, okay, this is how a Basuma youth in the highlands of New Guinea proves his manhood. As odds as the ritual might sound to us, the impact is forceful and direct. If you can make it through the bizarre sequence of mutilation and deprivation, then certainly you can handle the everyday hardships he will confront throughout his adult life. Now, it may not be as bad as it is here over there where they have to face, uh, well, I don't even know. I don't even know if I can say that now. Where they facing wild animals, um, different enemy tribes. You might be lost in, and might have to starve if you don't know how to survive out in the jungle and all that stuff. But it's pretty much like that here. Most of our wild animals walk on two feet. Um, but and we might not have to go through the uh, bizarre sequence of mutilation and deprive of things, but we could put them through other things that's not so harsh to to help them with the hardships that they will be confronted with throughout their lives. Uh, they learn uh, how to react to different things. They learn the respect of life, um, goals, and it's just so much. It's just so much, and you learn how to respect your family. You know, our African kids, that's the one thing that they all learn from childhood up to respect their elders, and you don't see that over here. Um, Because see, for one thing, these our young African males are going to be older African males, and we're going to need them to continue with helping our young African males grow up. Now it says counter conspiracy solutions. That's what we have to focus on. Solutions. And that's very important. And I am going to get into that in the next video. So if you want to get this book, I got it off of Amazon. He has it's quite a few. Quite a few. All right, thank you for watching. And we have to do this now. And like I say, always, the only power is love. Love is the power that's going to help us overcome these issues that are facing every man, woman, child on this planet. Thank you for watching.